Hello everyone, Firemac here, and welcome to the Heavensward through Shadowbringers stream recaps for Final Fantasy XIV. As promised, this is the fabled morning stream I mentioned, like, for, I guess, if you're watching from YouTube, like, 3 episodes ago? I think about 3 episodes ago. Something like that. For my streamers who have been watching, yeah, this is the morning stream. I'm still struggling to wake up. Whew. So apologize for yawning. There may be lots of yawning. Got myself some Diet Coke to help with the caffeine. But we're gonna just try through this. Also, as usual, it takes me a bit to get into the voices. Morning passing. Alphino is keen to inform Vidofnir of Lord Ravana's defeat. Shall we be on our way to Annex Trindon? I would not have a dragon stick. We have forgotten our bargain. Alright, and today's stream will be kind of lengthy. We have about 4 hours to work with. About 4 hours. Actually, I don't know why I decided to fly. I could have just teleported. See, like, proof that I'm still waking up. I'm not taking my optimal speed running routes. You know, I'm not really speed running, but you know, whenever I can, I try to make it speedy. Will the dragon now honor her word? That remains to be seen. You should be the one to break the news. The victory was yours after all. Vidofnir will be pleased to hear of Lord Ravana's defeat and of his pledge to recall his soldiers. Thou art returned, little one. Hast thou abandoned thine ill-conceived contest with the Nath? Nay, my friend, we return in triumph. By Firemac's hand was the beastman's god, Lord Ravana, laid low. In his overconfidence, the Primal swore to withdraw his followers from your lands in the event of his defeat, a promise we believe he will keep. The Nath shall trouble you no longer. The deity is slain, then? How didst thou contend with his biting blades? But the particulars matter not. Thou hast fulfilled thy promise, and I shall fulfill mine. Attend me, mortals. Hire you unto the deepest reaches of morn, and there ye shall find Halo, the altar from which you may begin your ascent to the summit of Sohm. But be fairly warned, the minions of Nidhogg shall not lightly suffer your presence on the sacred mount. By your struggles within the cavern shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. We shall not disappoint you, Vidofnir. If memory serves, the Cavern of Morn is entered from the second floor of the central tower. Let us begin the climb. Or we meet Vidofnir's right here. Vidofnir is right here. Is Vidofnir in 2 places at once all of a sudden? Be fairly warned, minions of Nidhogg shall not lightly suffer your presence on the sacred mount. By your struggles within the Cavern of Morn shall I judge your party possessed of sufficient fortitude to proceed. How is she here? If she's in 2 places at once, that's kind of messed up. See, I didn't even have to go inside. I just know the way here. So let's see. In the Cavern of Morn. Where are we going? Oh yeah, we're going all the way in there. Okay, they didn't put a model here too, because I was gonna be really annoyed if they put two models of enough here in the same place. I mean, within the same instance at once. Well done, little one. As promised, I shall open the way to some all summit for thee and thy companions. Heed now, children of man. The domain you seek to enter have not seen visitors of your kind in nigh on 1,000 years. Though I freely grant you passage, your presence will not be welcomed. To my kin, this mountain is revered as holy ground and resting place both where you the minions of Nidhogg during your ascent, for 'tis certain they shall take great offense at your intrusion. We are grateful for your warnings, gentle Vidofnir. My final words are for thee, Dragoon. Have care to keep the stolen power thou wieldest in check, lest it breed further despair. Estinian? The way is open. Let us not tarry here. A moment! Shall we blindly forge on, knowing the dangers that await us? Tealman herself is said to guard this peak. Tealman. I do not fear Nidhogg's consort. Any dragon foolish enough to bar our path shall feel the sting of my lance. Spoken like a true butcher. Need I remind you that we are come to parley of peace? Let us be clear, heretic. 'Twas the safe Ishgard and her people that I first lent my support to this doubtful venture, and 'tis for their sake that I go now to speak with Hraesvelgr. But I said nothing of Tealman. Should the opportunity present itself to rid my people of one of their deadliest enemies, I shall take it. That is my duty as a Zur Dragoon. You are beyond redemption. We will accomplish nothing by bickering. If we are to meet with Hraesvelgr, our path leads up the mountain. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? Alright, so duty finder, let's make sure we have this properly set. Undersized party. Bam and bam. We'll speak one more time with everybody. We shall defend ourselves if attacked, but avoid conflict wherever possible. What other choice do we have? A dragoon lost to anger is beyond all control. This I learned to my sorrow when I unleashed a horde upon Ishgard. I feel the weight of Dravanian rancor pressing down upon me. I kind of wish the trust system was available right now, because those three would make perfect. The only problem is none of them is like an Omni jobber, so it wouldn't quite work out. Steam has to be DPS. I guess Izali could kind of work. An all-rounder. This will be fun. I'm usually speedrunning as my paladin, so this could be a different experience. That wasn't an insta-kill. Am I forgetting something? Oh. Yeah, I'm forgetting it. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Oh man, I was trying to get the combo going. Ooh, ooh. Oh yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Oh yeah, Nostron, baby! I got nothing Nostron and nothing to use it on. No! 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 Am I going backwards? I'm going backwards. No! No! Ah, man, I messed up. Oh, why did I go backwards? I got turned around. Yeah, I don't remember the rotation stuff very well. Trying to... Yeah, see, I can't remember because I'm trying to get Lestron back up, but I don't actually remember how to do it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I'm only doing this to try to remember how to do this. I might actually end up killing you. And I did. I did end up killing them. Oh, I pressed the wrong one. Whoops. Must do this. Oh man. Oh, it's that? What does it? Is it those jumps? Woo, that was close. Oh, ni ha di ho, ha di ho, da ha di ho, ha di ho, da ha di ho. Oh man, this cutscene's gonna kill it. Yep, it's gone. I gotta kill the wings. Yeah, I'm too OP to actually finish a rotation. I wanted to do, you know, the big level 80 attack. Boom. Like I mentioned before, I actually don't remember regaining the blessing. Because I could have sworn we had lost the blessing for good. And we just kind of did our own thing for the rest of the game. But I guess I was wrong. Firemac! Do not fear, Alphano. I'm okay. Just me being amazing. 'Twould seem Tioman was the last. I sensed no other dragons nearby. What is happening? Nidhogg! He roars. He knows we are here then. His fury, it bleeds through the eye. Fear not, I am yet my own master. But the damned worm's wrath burns hotter than flame. Come, the heart of the dragon's homeland yet lies before us. Thus do we add another link to the chain of vengeance. O Saint Shiva, when will it end? Bum ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum.
To the peak of Sohm, at the end of a perilous mountain path, whence could be seen a string of pearl-like islands floating impossibly atop a sea of clouds. To a domain where dragons and men had once lived in harmony, whose majesty no mortal eye had glimpsed for nigh on 1,000 years. They came.
They saw. Bum 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 bum. So this makes number 4. Well, the zones, I mean. We stand within the sacred homeland of dragons. Beneath the sky that is Heavensward's domain, our quest nears its end, Firemac. Ah, I feel the worm's anger. His lair is not far. Not far at all. We have reached it at last, the peak of Sohm. 'Tis said to be the highest mountain in all Eorzea, you know? I thought it cold in Kurthus, but the air here carries the chill of 1,000 winters. Beyond the clouds, Alphino ponders the means by which you might find Heavensward. Now that we have scaled the mountain, there remains the problem of finding Heavensward himself. Yep, it's Moogle time. What meta creature is that? Kupo Kupo. They found me, Kupo Kupo. Firemac, do my eyes deceive me? Or was that a Moogle? It was my understanding that they only dwelled within the Twelveswood. I certainly never expected to see one in the churning mists. If the Moogle does live here, however, he may know where Heavensward makes his lair. Quickly now, before we lose the creature completely. I believe exactly that happens. I feel like exactly that happens. Bah, he's gone! Firemac, we must widen our search. There's no sign of a Moogle in the area. The nearby air appears warped. You sense that concealing magics are at work. How come I didn't... Oh, do that again. That's it? We did see a Moogle, did we not? Where could he have gone? Oh, I guess only the places that say destination are what we need to be looking at. I've heard tales of these Moogles, but 'tis the first time I've ever laid eyes on one. They are rather adorable, aren't they? What? Why do you stare at me so? Can I not find a creature adorable? My heart is not truly made of ice. A Moogle, did you say? I am unfamiliar with the breed, but I shall search for one nonetheless. Trust me, you don't want to know, Estinian. You don't want to know them. I see no evidence of this Moogle of yours. Are you certain it wasn't a trick of the light? Mayhaps 'twas simply one of these strange plants shifting in a breeze. Yeah. No, not there. No, we're going to Alfie. Alfie, no! I'm sure I glimpsed the Moogle fleeing in this direction. Could he be concealing himself with magic? Mountaintop diplomacy. Oh my god, we're going all the way back to Gridania. Alphino seems convinced that the Moogles hold the key to finding Heavensward. Confound it! Could we but enlist the aid of one of the local Moogles, I am certain Heavensward would not elude us for long. Though the eye enables me to sense the presence of dragons, I can only identify Nidhogg's with any certainty. We could wander the mist for days and not know if we were any closer to his brood brother. And those are days we cannot well afford to squander. Shall we divide our forces then? Lady Izael, might I ask you to question any dragons whom you judge it safe to approach? I shall try, yet I fear the influence of Nidhogg's rage will render most of the Dranians in the area deaf to reason. And what of you, Mr. Alphino? I have not given up on the Moogles. I'm not yet given up on the Moogles. Firemac, come with me to Gridania. I mean to petition the aid of the Moogles' kin in the Twellswood. After that business with Moogle Mog, I dare say that we will be glad to help us. I will praise you to say that it's King Moggle Mog the 12th. May he forever reign amongst all the Moogle kind. Assuming you have no need of me, I shall remain here. Nidhogg senses both the loss of his consort and the coming of the Eye, and his attention is firmly fixed in this direction. I mean to do what I can to hold his gaze, in the hope that it might delay any action against Ishgard. Thank you, Estinian. Come then, Firemac, let us make haste for Gridania and rendezvous at Nelfika's altar. Ah, but I neglected to tell you. There's an aetheryte of ancient construction here, which should make the return journey rather less arduous. Pray do not forget to use it. Oh, of course! Oh, Alphino, what's up, yo? I sent word to Elder Seedseer upon arriving in Gridania. I am pleased to report that she has agreed to grant us an audience. If anyone can help us to contact the Twellswoods Moogles, it is she. We are expected at the Lotus Stand. I trust you're familiar with the Conjurer station at its entrance. The Elder Seedseer awaits you. Pray follow me. Voicing? So we can hear her new voice. Nope. I bid you welcome, friends. The Admiral spoke of having met with you, but 'tis no less of a relief to see you safe and hail with my own eyes. We humbly thank you for agreeing to receive us upon such short notice, my lady, and for all you have done for us in our absence. Would that it were solely to express our gratitude that we came to you this day. Alas, the tides of battle yet dictate our coming and goings. Elder Seeds here, we would beg your wisdom in a manner that may finally bring an end to the Dragon Song War. Speak on, friend. He's actually almost tiny enough to match Elfino's size. I see. So you seek a means to contact these Moogles of the Churning Mists. Kupo! I say Kupo! Greetings, Kuplo Cup. To what do we owe the pleasure of your company? I was struck by a sudden urge to bring you some fruit, Connie, and I'm jolly glad I did. Tell me more about these Moogles in the sky, Kupo. I will gladly tell you all I know, though it amounts to precious little. We encountered a Moogle high in the clouds of Dravania, and had hoped that you and your kin in the Twelveswood might agree to facilitate a meeting. Pray correct me if I am mistaken, Kuplo, but there are legends, and are there not, which speak of Moogles who dwelled beyond the clouds. Indeed there are, Kupo! Long, long ago, back when the world was still young, they say my ancestors served the gods up in the heavens. Of course, that was before their masters took to bickering like spoiled children. Ah yes, the tale of good King Moggle Mog the 12th. For he is the one who shall remain amongst the stars. I phrased that wrong, but you know what? I don't care. He is revered for holding fast to a rope of miraculous length, that his subjects might climb down from the sky and escape to the world below. Ignoring more fanciful aspects of the tale, it may well be that Kuplo's ancestors hailed from the Churning Mists. Given how long his kin have resided in Twelveswood, it is perfectly possible that the details of their history have faded into myth. Indeed, Master Alphino, such stories oft contain a measure of truth. 'Tis like that the Moogles of the Churning Mist tell similar tales of the world below. I can well imagine why the one you encountered fled at your approach. Oh, fleeing second nature to us. We often hide when the larger races come trampling through the forest. Of course, where there's one Moogle, there's bound to be more. Which is why I've decided to take the trip to the clouds, Kupo. They surely won't be afraid to talk to me. I was hoping you might say that, Master Kuplo. Will you accompany us then? Accompany us. Just try and stop, Kupo! I'll admit that the thought of venturing outside the Twelveswood is a bit unsettling, but I can hardly refuse a chance to meet my distant cousins. If you will have me, I too will accompany you on this venture and lend my voice to your cause as an ambassador of Grandania. Erin's shocked because she never fucking leaves Grandania. My lady, are you quite certain? How oft has our nature turned to the science of the Seventh Dawn in its hour of need? How oft have we asked the Warrior of Light to risk his life to save our own? Full many times I say to you, and never have they refused us. Thus do I choose this day to offer my aid to our allies for the good of the realm. Is that not just? Is this not just? A most unexpected and most welcome offer, Elder Seedseer. We would be honored by your presence. Pogs. Right, where's Alphino now? Behind me? Yep, there he is. Pray return to the summit and inform our companions of these developments. I will serve as the Elder Seer's guide on the journey back to Sohm. It being a path I have already trodden, I do not anticipate any great difficulties. Besides, we shall have the Elder Seer's personal guard to escort us to Moogles. I guess they won't have a problem going through the freaking Sohm again, since I already took care of all the dragons. Well met, warrior of light. Nidhogg has not stirred, but he watches us, unblinking. The Elder Seer herself answers the call, and there is naught to do but wait. They are here, Firemac. Greetings, my friends. I'm happy to report that our journey was mercifully uneventful, devoid as the road was of Dravanians. 'Twould seem the dragons have abandoned Sohm for the churning mists. Elder Seer, may I present to you Sir Estinian, Ishgar's Azure Dragoon. 'Tis an honor to meet you, Sir Estinian. I have heard many tales of your order's extraordinary skill and courage. Friends, I feel it only right to inform you that we are not alone. The Moogles are all around us even as we speak, and I should imagine they are more than a little concerned by the horde of strangers that have descended upon their home. Mayhap now would be an opportune moment to introduce ourselves. This should serve. They're hiding, of course, but there are so many of them, Kupo. I am Khan-e Senna. My companions and I have braved the long road from the Twellswood to share words with you. On this, the occasion of our first meeting, we bring an offering of light and wind. Where'd he pull that out? Oh, such a gentle and pleasing glow, Kupo! I am Muggling, the chieftain of this Moogle clan. The chieftain. I don't know why I say chieftain. It's chieftain. Chieftain Muglin, it is an honor to meet you. Greetings, I am Kublo Kop, ambassador of the Twellswood Moogles. I am a Moogle from world below. Your hide is of different hue, but that palm is unmistakable. I might need a moment here, Kupo. My companions were no less surprised to learn of your existence here amongst the clouds. I hope they did not startle you overmuch in their eagerness to make your acquaintance. Full well can I imagine your weariness. I am told that men have not walked here in nigh on 1,000 winters. Mayhap you will forget them their foreignness when I unfold to you the grave matter which first brought them into your midst. My companions crave an audience of the great worm Hreisvelger, that they might negotiate an end to the war twixt men and dragon. An end to the war, you say? I trust you, Khan Isana. The light of peace shines brightly within your soul. But I'm afraid the same cannot be said of your friends. To be plain, we did not hide ourselves because they were the first of your kind to be seen here in 1,000 years. Well, not only because of that. We hid because we smelled dragon blood. These skies are home to many, many dragons. While some crave peace, such as Hraesvelgr, many others crave the opposite, such as Nidhogg. Suffice it to say, we are worried that the presence of your blood-spattered warrior friends will attract the attention of the nastier kind, and invite destruction into our happy home. Now, just a moment, chieftain. Firemac here may have doled out the odd thrashing or two, but it's always been for a really good reason. He's a champion of the 12s. No, he's a champion of the 12s with Moogles, and I'll not hear his good name slandered. Now, Ambassador, let's not ruffle each other's fur. I shall, of course, take your testimony into consideration. If I may, chieftain, there is little room for the trust twixt strangers. Might we not take this opportunity to learn more of each other? An excellent suggestion, Kupo. In the interest of fostering friendship and keeping an eye on you, I extend to you the hospitality of Mogholm. Prove yourselves worthy of our assistance, and it will be yours. I shall be watching, Kupo. Great. We get to deal with Moogles. Kuplo cup, Kuplo cup, Kuplo cup, Kuplo cup. Tell me, in the world down below, do all your kind look so different from one another? It must be terribly disconcerting. What was it? Kuplo Cop called you again? Firemac? Your names are as odd as your appearance. Have you ever considered a nice Moogle name? Moglin is taken, by the way, Kupo. As are Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin, these being the names of these three wise Moogles who will administer the momentous challenges that I have devised to measure your worth. I call them the Trials of Trustworthiness. Undertake these trials, and we shall soon see whether or not you are worthy of our aid. Kupo. Alright, Moghan. Moghan will test your trustworthiness with the trial. Hello, yes, I am Moghan, the foremost alchemist of Mogholm, if you must know. If your tummy is gloopy or your wings droopy, I have a potion to fix that. Or I would if I didn't keep running out of ingredients. Luckily, you're here to do my trial. Go forth, mighty adventurer, and mightily pluck the 3 sprigs of cloud's breast for me. You'll find it blooming near the entrance to Eltom. That's not the safest of places, so don't let yourself be too distracted by the pretty flowers, Kupo. Oh boy. Where's the exit again? Right there. So I don't know if you caught wind of how Moogles really are. But I won't say nothing. I'll let the story speak for itself. Ooh! Ooh! Woo! Now, this is not much of a shortcut, but I am just bypassing the need to go down there to the front entrance when I can just do here. Did you have any trouble finding Cloud's Breath? I do need it quite urgently, you know. Oh yes, these are perfect, Kupo. Now I have the main ingredient for my palm tonic. Speaking of which, how are you feeling, sir? Should you ever feel your palm losing its bounce, then I'm your Moogle, Kupo. Now it's time for Mogmug. Mogmug's trail. Mama would test your trustworthiness with a trail. Yes? You have the pleasure of speaking with Mogmug. I know. I am the fluffiest, most enchanting creature you have ever laid eyes upon, Kupo. It isn't easy being this adorable. I can barely take a stroll outside without those relentless Dravanians throwing themselves at me. Why, they look as if they might just gobble me right up. In any case, fleeing their overbearing adulation is growing a bit tiresome. Your trial, sir, is this. Find these Arnid Archosaurus, and slap some manners into them, Kupo. Perhaps a firm smack on the snout will teach them to appreciate my charm from afar. Awesome. So literally in the same spot. See, I believe if it wasn't for New Game Plus, I could have just accepted all of these at once. But no, I have to do them all one at a time. I didn't mean to do that. See how simple that was? You were able to humble my Dravanian devotees? Wonderful! You are as capable as I am captivating, Kupo. Still, my precious perfection does not excuse those louds from pursuing me so mercilessly, their tongues lolling and bellies rumbling. The Dravanians and their ilk have much to learn about acceptable acts of admiration. Alright, now I got Mogwin. Mogwin's trial, blah blah blah, trustworthiness trial, okay. Mogwin's the name, and art is my game. When it comes to painting, there are none in Moghome who can match my talents with a brush, Kupo. I know why you have come. Chieftain Moglin has determined that I test your trustworthiness, but as I trust no one to create art that will satisfy me, I instead charge you with retrieving a masterpiece I seem to have misplaced. It was an ambitious and innovative work, guaranteed to fetch at least 4 Kupo nuts on the open market. You must find it! Question the masses! Surely a pebble painted with such a vibrant color and unmistakable panache cannot have escaped the notice of every Moogle in Moghome. Great, so I get to talk to more Moogles. Mogobo. Mogwin is missing his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, you mean that paint-smeared mess of a pebble? I've not seen it recently, a fact for which my eyes are profoundly grateful. Kupo. Muddled Moogle. This one doesn't even get an actual name. Maestro Mogwin has misplaced his masterpiece, Kupo. Oh, happy day. If I am the swifter in finding it, I will soon have a genuine Mogwin for the price of a little perspiration. Honestly, who has 4 Kuponauts just lying about to spend on such luxuries? Oh, I didn't get the sound effect on that one. Also, the lag seems to be gone. Oh yeah, I meant to mention, like, I read somewhere that apparently it was a DDoS attack that was meant for the original release of Endwalker, so thanks hackers, thanks for that crap. Hopefully that doesn't mean they're gonna double down on the actual Endwalker release. Mogto. I don't know much about this stone, but I do know Mogwin's been creeping out the back way of Sommal's summit from time to time. Kupo? Maybe he left it up there. Kupo? Kupo? I already forgot his voice. I I've been changing the voice for every Moogle, and I can't remember Mogwin's. Well, what did you find out, Kupo? Yes, now that you mention it, I do seem to recall leaving my pebble out in the sun to dry. The second part of your trial commences. Go, adventurer, and retrieve my masterpiece before some arch-starved admirer swipes the stone for himself. Wait, where am I going? Oh god, where am I going? I have to go up. By the way, just fun fact, you know how there's like arrows pointing up and down on the map for these objectives? Yeah, back before Shadowbringers, I believe, that wasn't a thing! So you had to figure out if it was up above or below. And that's a pain for these new maps, where you can literally be way up high or way down below. And I had to experience that. Because I started playing around the end of Stormblood. So those updates had not come yet. Was not fun. Do you have it, Kupo? Is my masterpiece safe? Yes, this is my work. Is it not exquisite? I call it Contemplations of Zenith. Thank you, sir. At last I can exchange my art for those delectable Kupo nuts. Chieftain Moglen will hear of this valorous deed. You completed the trials of trustworthiness. Return to Chieftain Moglen and await his judgment. His judgment. Chieftain Moglen is ready to pass judgment on your trial performance. Thank you. Firemac, if that is what you insist on calling yourself, you have completed the trials of trustworthiness administered by the taskmasters Moghan, Mogmug, and Mogwin. During these grueling tests of character, I closely observed your conduct as well as that of your companions. And I am decided, Kupo, gather your friends before me now, so that I need not repeat myself needlessly. Oh my god. I literally have to go talk to everybody. Okay. Are these trials over then? My tasks have been little more than household chores. If our hosts elect not to grant their aid after working us like pack chocobos, I shall demand compensation in Koopa nuts out of principle. But I hope it will not come to that. Let us hear the chieftain's verdict, shall we? I'm gonna need water now. My throat's starting to feel rather annoyed. Standing here in Mogholm, my thoughts turn inevitably to the legend of good King Moggle Mog the 12th. May his legend be preserved in the encyclopedias. That's not the word I wanted to say, but you know what? Sweater. And his seat in the heavens. Like most, I thought no more than a myth, a story for younglings that grew with the telling. But with every passing moment, I become more certain that we have discovered the origin of the tale. Full eager am I to hear what the chieftain has to say. How go your trials, Warrior Light? I myself have been sent on a number of expeditions to chastise the local dragon population. Did not their chieftain wish to avoid inflaming the Dervanians? Such contradictions aside, our host seemed entranced by the height of my leap. They compared me to Mog, a lance-wielding Moogle warrior of Eld who also favored such attacks. So it's meant as a compliment, I expect, but I doubt these furry lumps could outleap a caracal lamb, much less a dragoon. Conclude your business here swiftly, Firemac. I like not this place. We've become such friends, Kupo. My Moogle cousins love to sing and dance as much as I do. Chieftain Moglin has finally come to a decision, has he? Well, I suppose I better flutter over there and see him then. What sorcery is this? My heart should stir at mere fluffiness. Firemac, I was... No matter. What is it? Chieftain Moglin has made his decision? Well, let us not keep him waiting then. Why are we getting this music? Usually means something goofy's going on. Never have I seen such determined workers, Kupo. It would have taken us moons to complete all those dreary chores and niggling errands. That's a weird word. We have our labors proven the purity of our intentions, Chieftain. Without a doubt. In fact, there was never really all that much doubt to begin with. You were, after all, already friends with a fellow Moogle. But you see, before any meeting with Heavensward could take place, certain preparations needed to be made. And what better way to help you pass the time than by having you perform all the tiresome tasks that no one ever wants to do. Kupo! Oh dear, the horn! Bring out the horn! Quickly now! We blow on this wondrous instrument whenever we wish to speak with the Great Worm, Kupo. We haven't perhaps been treating it with the care it deserves of late, and I think Moghab may have sat on it. So we needed some time for cleaning and polishing, and straightening. No lasting harm done, though. Now you need simply head to Zenith, the worm's dwelling to the west, and give the horn a good toot. Toot toot! We are in your debt, Chieftain. Thanks to your noble gift, we shall finally have the chance to plead our case to Heavensward. Very possible, yes. But I wouldn't get my hopes up too high, Kupo. The old worm isn't terribly fond of, Your concern is appreciated, but I am quite certain that Heavensward will welcome our overtures. Should we ever arrive at his lair, come. We have squandered enough time already. Chieftain Moglin, we thank you for your gracious hospitality. Though we must soon take our leave, I pray that we may continue to nurture the shoots of this new-sprung friendship twixt earth and sky. Of course, Kupo! Visit us whenever you wish. Consider Moghab your home amongst the clouds. Thanks for the help, Kupo. I doubt I would ever have found the time for all these rotten chores. Hey, it wasn't my idea. If the chieftain had spent a little less time sitting about and a little more time chieftaning, things would never have gotten so messy in the first place. And he was the one who sat on the horn, by the way. And now all the errands are done and the horn is fixed. So, all's well that ends well, eh, Kupo?